already in our party here in the one mode that I have unlocked. Um, Looks like you can kind of unlock various modes. Um, Basically, you get this standard five party. There's not really any kind of choice to be made. They all have a dice they roll. These X's are nothing, so you don't want to roll that. Um, these are attack things, and the number of pips is the amount of damage. Um, the shield pip, you can shield a damage for one turn, number of pips, number of damage. The defender has better options. So, uh, healing, this is a standard heal, number of pips, amount of hit points. This is mana generation. We'll go through this when it happens, but this is how you generate mana for your spells. And we have Mend from our healer. And this just sets a hero to 3 HP. So it's very recovery oriented and not big recovery. It's very. And then the mage gives us Flare, which does 5 damage but takes 4 mana and is a pure mana generator to start out with. Now, the mechanics. Start of your turn, you get a dice roll, and we'll look at that in a minute. But first thing you need to do is see what your enemies are doing. Now, we already have a flashing red, which means in the current state of things, if we do nothing that alters the situation, our fighter's going to die. You see these little gold pips? So this archer is going to deal 2 damage to the defender, hence there's 2 gold pips. These guys are going to deal a lot of damage to the fighter, hence all gold and red. Now let's look at their attacks and their states. So these archers are what's known as back row. They can only be hit by things like um, the thief's range damage. So ranged, the range keyword means it hits the back row. So the thief can get one of these guys, and so we're gonna be hoping for a ranged roll from the thief because it'd be good to kill one of these. So that's back row status. Now this one's just dealing 2 normal damage. Nothing to see there. 3 damage, a little worse. This guy, 3 damage, eliminate. Now, eliminate is a keyword that dictates what this guy has to do. So if we're looking at his attacks, you can, all right, let's look at the archer. The archer, pretty simple. Arrows. Sometimes it rolls a 3. Same deal. A little more complex. So this guy can roll a 1 damage cleave, which hits both sides of the target. So it'll target one, and then the heroes on either side will get targeted also. That's the cleave keyword. He's got a very standard attack that's just 4 damage, nothing to it. He has 3 damage eliminate. Eliminate just means that he has to target the target with the least HP. There's no freedom. So that's what the enemy is doing, and that dictates to us that we need to protect the fighter. Now, the best way to do that is with the defender, but this is his worst shield roll. So we're not locking this in. Okay, so the mechanic. If I click one of these, it locks it. If I click all of these and lock them all in, we begin our action turn. You can do this. You can do a lot of undoing also, but we want a ranged so we can kill an archer. We want a better shield than that. That's a pretty bad roll for the mage. That's a pretty bad roll for the fighter. Oh, that's interesting. And this is an X. So you get 2 rerolls. We could lock some of these and reroll everything else. This is just such a bad roll. I'm rerolling the whole thing. That's a little better, and I think we lock it in. Still never lock this in. 1 is still a bad outcome. Actually, for the healer, it's not a bad outcome because we can't heal anyone yet. So the fighter, I think we want offense on the fighter, and we're gonna try for the range damage one more time. Great. Well, pretty good outcome. We got a better outcome for the mage. So we can do two things here before we do anything else. I mean, they're all okay. So this guy's back line, we can just take him out, and that's great. Now we could undo that. Check it out. It's very forgiving, but we want to do that. That already saves our fighter's life. See how he has 2 less gold pips, so he's alive. We also have a bunch of mana we can generate. And we can get 2 damage or 2 shield with that. So get his 3 damage. We're blocking all that to the fighter. Our defender's still getting hit. That's fine. Flare does 5 damage and will instantly kill the goblin. Hence, I mean, that's a great outcome for the mage. So we can actually just kind of go right through this one. We'll re-roll to try to get something good. Sure. So I can show you how heal works. But first off, we're generating mana. We're clicking Flare, one of our spells, kills the goblin. That's how heals work. That spell only heals up to the maximum. Now the archer's no longer backline. We don't have anything on our inventory, so we just hit continue. Now here's the character level up screen. This is where things get interesting. When you hit a level up, you will get the option to improve some of your characters. Let's see what the rogue is. What's great is there are way less bad outcomes, way less X's. This dodge all enemy attacks and effects. This is really great if your character is being targeted by a bunch of the enemy stuff, because you can just hit this and it doesn't matter. This means this character can't be attacked. I'll explain cantrip in a minute. It's really cool. Poison. So this deals only 1 direct damage. It also does 1 unblockable. So if the enemy has a block, it doesn't matter. It's DOT. It's poison. It's a classic poison mechanic. Cantrip is interesting. So cantrip activates during rolling if it lands face up. That means if on the initial roll or a reroll, so cantrip can trigger 3 times. 1 initial roll and 1 reroll. What is interesting there is this means you kind of want to leave this dice out and keep it rolling. The risk, of course, is you don't end up with what you expected. Like, let's say you get the dodge and you really want it, like you should lock that in. Well, you might say I want to keep re-rolling and deal cantrip damage, and that's kind of the risk decision. You'll see it. Okay, this is just 2 damage, but cruel. Times 2 damage. First targets on half or less HP. So that's like a finisher move. Okay, that's cool. It's definitely much better than Thief. But let's look at Vampire. I haven't seen Rogue or Vampire, so these are both new to me. Okay, we do not lose a red X. So we still have a bad outcome. But let's see what this stuff does. It still has a 2 mana roll, which is good. Okay. Heal 1 to all other allies. Pain, vitality. Pain, you take 1 damage. Also grants the target +1 empty max HP this fight. That's really cool. 2 damage self-heal. You also heal yourself for 2. Classic vampire skill. What's this spell? Infuse. Heal 2 to all allies. Cool. Heal 5. I think these are both very cool, but I'm taking the vampire. Yeah, and I don't think... Yeah, we don't have any items yet. But now this fight's going to play out pretty differently already. because of the vampire. Your first character level up is very important. Okay, flashing red defender, 7 gold pips. You know the deal. We don't really have any good rolls here, honestly. What's this again? We don't want heal to all others, and that's the weakest hit. We have to do a 5 reroll, which isn't great. That's probably as good as it gets for the vampire this turn. This is still about as bad as it gets for everyone else. That was a really that was tough. Like, what's happening here? Okay, everyone's just coming at this guy. We have to he has to shield himself just to live, which is a little much. These are killing us. We can kill the rat, and I think we should. I mean, it doesn't. This guy's the defender's still getting quite beaten up, but nobody else takes any damage. So, and they have laid off the defender. Um, what's this one do again? You guys are gonna have to forgive me. Heal one to all other allies, pain, vitality. No one else has taken any damage yet, so I think we can do better. These these are horrible rolls though. Like, we're just okay. That good roll. Okay, I can't believe we're doing this again, but like, guys, this is tough. Making me wonder if I mean, heal 5, like, that's pretty good. We have 2 mana. We could burst. I think we save it actually, and we try and generate enough for a flare. Okay, we've got need a better mana roll. I think that heal would be good. Everything else, I usually am able to lock. Okay, that's good. Usually able to lock in a lot more. That just saves life. And even though we didn't make it to flare, we're gonna burst. Kind of get hit with a cleave there. That's as good as it gets for the thief. That's as good as it gets. No, that's the vampire. Um, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. We'll find a way, or we won't at all, unless we just get some good luck here. Okay, there's a little luck. Didn't generate any mana. We should be able to just easily kill this turn. Yeah, I mean, we should re-roll empties, but there. We got an item. Copper ring, +1 empty max HP, +1 stored mana. Pretty good. Turn 1, self shield 2. I think I like this. And we can equip it. I think it's a good vampire trinket. Now here we have the rat is frontline and the only thing we can attack at first. That's the best shield roll we can get. So why is that'll help to an extent. We need to be able to damage the rat. Let's reroll this. These are all quite good. Good as it gets, actually. Let's do shielding last. Because why did that? Oh, because they have two. Oh, I can actually pick one. They're all doing 2 damage. That's well and good. And then that makes her pretty safe. We also first. So there. So we actually had turn 1 work out okay. Not a lot of damage done to the vampire who can fix herself pretty well. That's good, and that's good. It doesn't actually matter. We're gonna get out. Nothing new in our. I'm fine keeping it here. This is our first like kind of boss, mini boss. I don't know. Not really super official terminology. We have another class decision to make, which is always very interesting. Um, I've used Warden before. Let's look at Myco. No, let's cover Warden. I have used. So there's some familiarity here. So Defender has Warden is just very much Defender plus. Um, you just get an extra pip on all these, and this becomes unbad. Don't on. I would say I bet this is something I would underrate. I'm gonna try not to. I already picked Vampire over Thief and got burned by X's. I was rolling a bunch of X's. Y'all saw. This guy doesn't roll X's. That's not bad. But let's look at Myco, which is my mage. Um, okay. Revive the topmost defeated ally. No one's been defeated yet. When people get knocked out here, they don't die. They'll come back the next fight. And this is the first in-fight revive I've seen. But, okay. Let's see what else there is. So he has a spell called Spore. Add decay and +1 to this target's sides this turn. Cooldown can only be cast one turn. Sure. Decay gets -1 this fight after use. I guess this is to wear down enemies. We can experiment with this. We might pick this one. Growth gets +1 this fight after use. Shield 1 plus growth. 1 damage gets +1. Okay, this is like a buffer. This is cool. We gotta take this guy. We gotta take this guy. Wait. Nah, that's good. I think we gotta try this guy out. Warden's cool too, but okay, let's see what we have. This is good. We don't need ranged, so that's as good as the thief does. It's not great for the fighter, it's not good for the defender. And what does this do again? +1 mana and decay. I suppose. Well, actually, I should have put that out there for reroll. We're doing a big risky reroll. and super punished. Hell, I mean, ultra punished, actually. What did I say about undervaluing those X's? Well, now we got the thief under duress. Okay, that's good. It's as good as the thief gets. I think we need a heal the vampire. Um, it's kind of a waste on all of them. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Good, good. Get the cleave coming. That's fine, because Spore, right? Yeah. Great an ally. What is decay? -1 this fight after use. Interesting. No denying that. Um, what's he doing? Doing 3 damage. Honestly, you. Bend yourself. And he does the 1 regen because you control. Hmm. Whole lot to not love here. That's good. That's good. 1 damage, cleave poison. You just need damage. You need any 1 damage, in fact, I think. There. There's a solution. Kill it before it can damage you. Place the 3 right sides with gain 1 reroll cantrip, blank, blank, and blank. That's interesting. What is this? Heal 1, cleanse, single cast, cleanse. I think that seems actually pretty good. Gotta put it somewhere. Not you. You can put it anywhere and get access to it, as far as I know. As in, it doesn't matter where you put a spell, really. Let's look at these enemies. So what this does is varying poisons, 1 damage and 1 poison, or 2 damage and 2 poison. Roll the 2. We can't prevent the 2 poison. That's just not in the cards. This does flanking as hits top and bottom targets, 3 damage. So you can see this party's kind of serious, right? Also, when you hit these pluses, you'll summon a little Slimelet, which is like a mini monster. It's a fun, cool mechanic. Um, I think we try and kill the snake before it does anything. Is one thing that we do. My goodness, it's an X. We can kill the snake now, right? Yes. This is great. Now we have this, and that's a bigger threat, I would say, to that. And I think we burst, which doesn't yet create a slimelet. So kind of actually a nice amount of damage to do. No one under immediate threat here. It's a good heal on the Myco. So maybe we take it. We take that. Reroll. That's something. We just hope for a sword. Okay. Well, there. We have a little protection going. Probably do that and immediately kill the slimelet. And then, yeah. Okay, so we've got him down pretty low. Everyone's pretty healthy, and we killed the slimelet. So we were pretty much unpunished by the split there. Okay, we haven't rolled this yet. I think we want that. We can... Yeah, this is fine. I'm not actually worried at all because we're... Is that his best roll? It's his best roll. So, I mean... This is going to be fine. Because he's killed. Now the thief isn't being attacked. The slimelet, when it spawns in, doesn't have an action. So... I mean, we didn't get anything new, but we do have a level up decision to make on thief or defender. I think I know which I'm going to pick. Let's look at cleric. Still has a red X, mana, heal and shield too. So it takes two of these and makes them a heal and shield. The shield gets worse on the far left. Like, this is better. This is arguably a trade-off. This is better. I don't know about swapping. Not that we use his damage much. I think Juggler's really fun. It's all cantrips, so you just keep rolling. Let's go, Juggler. We got bandits and we got goblins. Let's take a look. Okay, did you see that? See how this rolled and he took a damage? That's from the Juggler. So they're going ham on my defender with a ton of damage. Like a ton. Good as it gets for this guy. But everything else... Could we kill a goblin? That's something to be on the lookout for. With 3 more damage from anywhere, we can kill this goblin. We can't kill the bandit. I think killing the goblin keeps them alive. Let's reroll. Okay. I mean, not the ideal place for a shield. This allows us to put a shield down. It's not life or death, though. Can't heal yet. We gotta just reroll. We can actually kill the goblin. Right? Yeah. So that's just step 1. So See, now the defender isn't going to automatically die, for instance. Don't do that. Hmm. Should make him an easy kill next turn. Defender does still take a lot of damage. Hopefully he just doesn't get targeted. Well, he didn't get targeted enough. I think that's good because you know nothing else here is good. Field is not terrible. Um, and it actually eliminates that cleave entirely. Hmm. This does guarantee we kill the goblin. So maybe we take that. Yeah, we take the guarantee. Well, that stinks. We didn't need that at all. Yeah. Burst for some damage. It does damage the vampire a good bit. You have to do 5 damage. That's it, right? Yeah. Pretty good outcome. Wow. She would already stay alive, but we're just gonna kill. Autumn Leaf, add growth to the rightmost side. Your heart pendant, place the middle side with you. I like this. Let's see. Who has a rightmost side they use? The fighter. So we'll have a cool one shield growth thing. I think that's neat. I think that's neat. Snakes and bandits again. It's a tough combo. They were gonna kill our defender if not for that little cantrippy there. Um, I think killing the snake be ideal. It's actually a decent for him. Grip around. Great, not punished. Actually, for 6, we can kill the bandit. We have 6. You. Bandit gone. Pretty close on the snake. Heal 1, cleanse, single cast. We can use that next turn. It'll actually be effective. Should re-roll all those? Yeah. Not bad. punished. Look at that. Um, Action. Micah is pretty banged up with the poison now. We only get one cleanse. That's tough. It's been very good so far. I played around with it a little this afternoon, and it's I've been enjoying it. I think it's fun. I'm having a time with it. It's a tough moment here, or maybe it isn't. We actually kill this guy, and we're kind of fine. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is my second playthrough. I did one off stream earlier just to see what it was about. Um, that'll just finish it. Old one too. Got to level up in the slime queen. All right. I haven't seen either of these yet. I mean, I haven't seen so many classes, so not surprising. Okay, 1 damage plus steel. I've seen another class with steel. You want this if you're good at adding shields. Honestly, with defender not being upgraded to ward and us not having a lot of other shielding, like really just have pretty minimal other amount of shielding. I don't think that'll be very good. Well, let's see what these are. 1 damage bloodlust. Bonus equal to the number of damaged enemies. So you want to spread it damage out. He's got 2 X's and he's got 2 shields. I've barely been playing this game. I haven't been playing this game enough to say I do or I don't like anything. I don't like I don't like the look of that though. I don't. Although let's see what this is. Shield 1. Okay. Repel 1 damage to all. I like that. Redirect all enemy attacks effects from an ally to you. Self shield, also shield. I like this. Cleanse. Okay, it's this. We're going with turning our defender into a monk. There's like no question there. Maybe an argument for moving. No, because the vampire heals herself. So we should keep our little ring there. Let's go though. Okay, what are you doing? We don't want this. This damages it, but this is a kill round move. You don't. Oh wait, no. 1 damage. Actually, I think this is a good early fight thing. Don't listen to me. Um, so this will do 1 damage this round, and growth means every time we use it, it gets better. So this is a great round one. Um, Fighter. This is also it has growth. I think what we want to do. A lot of this, and we re-roll these. Got a free little shield there off cantrip, which is great. That won't be great this round, so we'll re-roll again. We got a cantrip damage. We got the thing we kept re-rolling anyway. Um, all right, let's start with our damage. Little minimal, but hey, that just grew. So we're investing in future damage. Um, I think that okay, we created a Slimer. It did the damage immediately. That's interesting. So when I did that, it didn't wait to attack. It does it immediately. That's cool. I mean, I think it doesn't matter that much. Get you one shield, and that grew. Then I mean that didn't do much. I actually maybe shouldn't have done that. Actually, all it did was hurt the vampire for one. That's great. Great start. I may go. Let's see. I think going right entirely for that's not great. He's already being very heavily attacked here. That is great. It grew. We rerolled it. That's as good as we can do on the fighter. Then we reroll. That may be good, actually. And then we reroll for the cantrip. Um, okay, the monk is getting like pretty extremely punished here. Um, up his shielding and lets up the fighter's shielding. The vampire will heal herself a little bit on the attack. We've created a lot of climbers here. But the good news is we just get rid of the queen next turn. And I think this ends up more or less fine. Okay, the Myco will be. Wait, we do this and we just kill the slime queen by repelling from the Myco. No, that's not good. Because then he doesn't even need the shield. I think it's still good because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna generate 3 mana. We could use that to burst kill if we need to. Kill the slime queen. Just reroll because these aren't great outcomes. Hey, look at all that little damage we got in. Okay, so actually step 1 is this. And the Myco lives. We have a lot of perspective. How much damage is coming in? The vampire will actually live if we do that. So then we're here. Where these are the problems. Now we can't kill anything. Yep. There we go. What if we burst this guy? That does it too. I don't like this play a little more. Because we can kill the Slimer this turn. We can kill. Oh, the Slimer did nothing. That's well, it was nice to get a kill on it, I suppose, but we have an easy kill here. I think that heal is going to end up being important. That will be good because we can actually just burst the Slimer. I think shield is good. Can we just re-roll for cantrip? Okay, that was a little more optimal things than that have happened on Earth. We can burst the Slimelet. What's happening here? Just 3 damage flanking to everything. Micah is pretty healthy. Yeah. And this way, burst the Slimelet. We get pretty close. Pretty close there. That's fine. It's going to generate one more Slimelet, but that's not that troubling. This is the redirect. Oh no, this is repel. That's great. That's good enough. Roll. Great. You roll. We can actually kill this with. We can kill one of these with repel. Climbers down. Slimelet's out. What do we got here? Dueling pistol. Add duel to the left side. ×2 versus targets who are targeting me. Interesting. Mini crossbow. Replace the rightmost side with 2 damage ranged engage. We have X's on the rightmost side. We want this. You want this. And I think we want. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. That's pretty solid, actually. Sorry, 1 second. There's one active here. Oh, just a sibling trying to log into a streaming media account, discovering that nobody knows the password. Oh, that classic situation. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. Well, everything is frontline, so ranged is not that important here, but it is 2 damage. Okay, spiky on hit, damage the attacker for 1. So you want to do minimal hits on imps. You don't want to 1 damage them. Unfortunately, our largest damage amount is 2, so we're going to incur 2 damage killing those. Now, bone shards, 1 damage to adjacent allies upon death. So we want to inside out this, and we want to go for those guys last, generally. I'll take a growing thing. That's summoning of bones. I want to try this. I think that's cool. Healing is useless. Our fighter is very basic. 2 damage is basically the best he can do. That's good for the vampire. We'll kill this bones. Hit a cantrip. We hit a cantrip. There we go. Look at that. Now we just really need to heal that guy. we've got like a half decent little start going here with all the bone sharding. Um, hey, look at that! Actually, like we're only taking a tiny amount of damage on the monk, and we can cleanse. We can cleanse poison. I mean, summoning another bones is not my favorite move of all time for these guys to have. It is pretty cool when your cantrip immediately kills it and bone shards things. And what's cool, if we protect this guy a little, seems very doable. Like, what's happening? Okay, 3, 1, 4, 7. Okay, we just need a little shielding here. Um, this dude, that seems a little excessive. Okay, I mean, we have some decent opportunities going here. I think that's good. And then we try another cantrip hit. Hey, a shield. Okay, fighter will live through the miracle of a lot of shielding. Even more shielding. Um, that's cool because the vampire takes the spike damage but replenishes. And yeah, actually, through the killing, we got done. Big deal. Closest thing we have to a problem, monk, but he's not getting targeted. We simply need 4 damage, which is not happening here. I mean, it'll be pretty funny. We can just hyperpower our way through. Terrible first roll. That's a start. You can actually maybe kill on the cantrip roll. Yeah, almost killed on the cantrip roll. Done. Level up. Okay, it's going to be the fighter. And I think that's because we've leveled up every other single person. It forces us in that direction, which is interesting. It doesn't let you get like way ahead of leveling your guys. So we have the Whirl and the Berserker. Let's look at the Whirl. Fundamentally, gives you a cleave. That's pretty cool. This is like a damage spread enemy, and then I actually like this. We'll look at. I've seen the Berserker. He hurts himself a lot, and then does damage if he's dying, and I'm not ready to play that way in this game. Now, that's a bit of a tragedy. Um, no one has a rightmost thing that. So, no, there's. You come back. Um, you're dying, but that's not like you're on death's door. When they start flashing red, that just tells you they're going to die based on actions, though. It's not like they've hit a threshold. When they're flashing red, that's just the alert that what the other team is doing will cause them to die. So what you would do is you would let the berserker get really hurt and you would use his attack and then you would heal him. So you want him at metaphorical death's door all the time. Which as I noted, um, okay. Yes, exactly. If the enemy kills it, if you hit 0 HP, you're dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Um, once they kill you, they kill you. The flashing red you see here is merely an alert that they will die. Now this is interesting because we can kill this sniper, and I think we need to. And I will show you how. And it requires taking this because that sniper is backline. Um, don't want that. Um, no, this is more like more about. Actually, no, that's good. I think I know what we're gonna do. Here's a cool thing. I'm gonna validate a strategy. Okay, I validated that I can kill this. Check this out. We're right back. I love that. I love it. You know what I don't like about IRL games, period? Having to make rules about when a move is done. I understand why it's done, but boy, have I had fights in various card and chess games about moving the piece and taking a handoff. People hate that stuff. So, I love digital games that eliminate that. I actually know someone who was involved in a alleged, it really I think was an accident, real life Magic the Gathering like cheating scandal. Where a lot of people were like, no, it probably was an accident. A thing that can happen in real life Magic the Gathering if you play it, if you know, is accidental stuff that could be cheating and you have to judge intent. I love that the digital card game eliminates that. I love digital games that take it further and allow super rollback mode beyond a certain point. You will see where you can't roll it back past in this, and I will show you that. But I love that I can go validate part of my turn and then roll it back. I think that's awesome. I don't think I'm a worse player of this game because I like to do a little, is this how it works? I think it's fun to let people play it out. So I do want reflect, and I do want this, and I want this. I don't think I want this. I just like the way this game is set up currently. I do want that. Let's see what this guy does. Sorry, let me take you through the enemy. Okay, it has a bunch of cleaves and it has a standard poison. What's cool about so if we just had a big whack attack and we don't, it's not 4 to damage in a turn. I made the mistake, but I was able to roll it back of thinking it was 4 damage in a turn, just mentally, you know. It's 4 damage in one attack is a kill. Since that saves you 6 damage, that's you can do 4 damage. Yeah, exactly. It's really cool, right? I've seen if you can do amount of damages in a turn, and that's why I was thrown off. I'm used to damage thresholds in a turn. This is an attack. So it's very cool. And I had a character the last run who had one big attack, and it was cool because I fought a party with 2 zombies, and I kept rolling, and luckily I was rewarded, and I kept rolling to get that one big attack because it saves you a ton of damage to do against this guy. Now, I don't have a single 4 damage attack. So a reality for me here is I'm going to have to chew all the way through this. Sniper, very simple. You've seen this guy. He shoots arrows. It's 4 or 5. Whatever. Wiz. His back row. Um, he can heal. He can summon. So I want to focus on him in a minute, but I want to kill this sniper first because the sniper just does a ton of damage. Now, this is actually a pretty good outcome for the vampire if I want a lot of mana. And I might. I think this is actually good. So first things first. Okay, Juggler lives. This zombie is protecting. Oh, wait. Watch this. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, add decay and +1. This means this will get -1, but I can give it +1 on this turn. Check this out. Boom. 4 damage. That was the move. That was the play. And now, first. See, what a fun game. Fun little game. There's like a lot to do. It's very there's a lot to play with, and that's another reason I like to let you roll it back. I used this before. I tried to. It's a mana gain for pain thing. I don't think it's cool. This is so cool. I'm seeing this for the first time. I love this. I mean, look at this. Idle love, and it's all consonants. +1 max HP for each consonant in your name. We're getting this. JUGGLER, that's 5. BMPR, that's 4. This is so fucking cool. Sorry, this is the coolest. This is one of my favorite items I've ever seen in a game. The vampire has an open slot, so even though the juggler would get more, look at that. 11, 12 vampire. I love that item so much. Oh, cool. Let's take a look at these two enemies. I have fought these before. This guy does a lot of single target damage. This guy hurts himself with pain. So, um, you don't necessarily want to lower his damage because it lowers the pain he takes, and he'll kill himself in 2 turns. That's good to keep in mind. So you want to shield 7, just 7 damage. Let's take a look at them. Okay, everything he does is the self kill pain attack. Pretty simple. This guy does 2 damage to all enemies or 1 big single target damage. Okay, so what do we want? This is good for her first turn, honestly. 1 damage to all enemies is not good. There's only 2 enemies. 2 shield cleanse. I feel like we can do better than that. Can we kill this guy this turn? Question. I'm gonna re-roll all these, and I hope it's not totally punishing. I like this. I'm gonna do that on the juggler, I think. Um, Otherwise those aren't very good. Okay, we got a lot of cantrip damage in. Yeah, this doesn't matter. If we can get the fanatic down this turn, I think we can. We get him down after turn. Oh, on hit damage the attacker for 2. So he's very spiky, but we have already. Geez, saving the juggler is going to be tough here. That's good. That's like a start. Um, this is actually like a tough one. Okay, there's no way to save the juggler. That was actually like a really actually, I mean, hold on. Oh my god. We somehow saved the juggler. No, we keep rolling. Cantrips. Oh, that's terrible. This is okay. Let's just see what happens. Hmm. I think we need to save up for infuse. Okay, we just need to kill it with. There it is. That will actually do it. All this will do it. Okay. Well, so the juggler comes back with half HP. That's what happens when someone gets knocked out. Not great to happen right before this fight, but let's see what our upgrades are. Artificer. New to me. No, I've seen this. Okay, this gives you a single use a bunch of mana. Got it. He has a spell, 2 damage to all enemies. That's pretty cool. So you want to do this after you have a bunch of mana. I think this guy's actually pretty interesting. But what is Ludus? I haven't seen this. Now I love the juggler. Okay, this is just a guy that does a lot of damage. Um, it is. I enjoy the juggler. I'm not loving this Myco guy. I think he's interesting. I think it's fine. What does this do? Remedy. Oh, this can just go. This can go anywhere. It doesn't matter. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting fight. We already have our guy who came in with half HP under death threat, which not surprising, right? We've upgrades, upgrades. I mean, there's probably some that are side grade esque, but I can tell you, definitely from 1 to 2 is a huge upgrade. The base classes are kind of stinky. They're meant to be upgrades, um, but they can be very functionally different, even though they're like an upgrade. Um, this Cleave is actually going to be huge here because it's going to hit these guys and cause We want to kill them pretty fast. What's this? Okay, 2 damage, poison, single use. There's actually like, say the whirl's being attacked, but okay, so this is 4 damage to 3 damage. That's not going to be hard to prevent. What would I want instead from this monk? Um, yeah, no, there's definitely stuff I would want instead from. I think that's fine. Honestly, mana is not bad. Are we saving up? Or no, we're saving up. We're definitely saving up. And then blades will kill both those, and it'll be a whole bunch heart explosion. We've poisoned this guy, no one's dying. I think this is fine. Okay, theoretically, prospectively, most of the team is dying. That can go there. Pretty good. Roll everything out. In the absence of, yeah, we're not going to blades. Saves one person. Saves slightly more people. What can we do to save anybody else? Not bad. I think that's as good as it gets, and we unfortunately lose the monk here, which just means he goes into the next fight with half hit points. I mean, this guy can summon. We're gonna hope he doesn't do that next turn. That 4 mana. That's pretty good. That's it, I think, right? Let's game this out. Yeah. Okay, monk has pretty low hit points. The consequence there. Ghosts. I remember those being pretty annoying. Wrench. +1 to the middle side. Tentacle. Add repel. I like that. That is for you. It's just the two right sides. Shouldn't this be both? What's up with that? What does all this do? That makes him have this. What about I guess it's that. What does this do? Growth. Only combats. Only combats. Grid. Now, I think makes this kind of useless, but really what else to do? Yeah, it's just a combat thing. There's no nodes, there's no maths or papping. Paths or mapping, not maths or papping. Know what that would be. Okay, that's good because that's a lot of mana. I think we want to kill the snake here. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Let's map out what I think I can do. I think I can do this. That's pretty cool. There is no snake. Whoa. Okay, that's a whole different thing entirely. Like, what's happening? 18 damage. Guys, we can't do anything about that. So actually, go ahead with the plan. Actually, there's maybe one thing we can do. No, there isn't really. There really isn't. I mean, that's his only offensive capability, effectively. Well, that's pretty nice, actually. Actually, what we do, boop, snake down. He still gets to attack. That's and he does 4 to the side. Boy, oh boy, that's a touch the pits. Actually, let's just make them all ethereal this turn. Yeah, the monk is dying again, but battle has otherwise pretty much been ended. That do? That's actually like kind of exactly what we want. Yeah, we'll do that first. That'll get us burst damage. That's it. Yeah, we'll reroll. Sake of it. Yeah, now we're looking at some serious level ups. We're into the third phases. Well, Artificer was our first third phase, but we're now gonna have two third phases. So I haven't seen either of these. Let's check them out. Barbarian. Um, okay, you want to have a bunch of damaged enemies. This is another pain path. This kills you and you do 10 damage. Okay. I love our vampire though. I think we're doing this just because I like our vampire. So, um, this does actually help now a little better. So we are getting slightly better use of our items. We really are going to be looking for damage to all or something backline. Okay, a 5 damage cleave. Five damage cleave. What is this? Interesting for later. This is just not very good. Right? Yeah. No, it's. I mean, what do we need to do here? 5, 10, 15, 19. There's no denying we need to do a lot of. I don't think any of this. Okay. There we go. That's huge. Game out if that's helpful. I think the monk can be saved via healing. The artificer, not so much. We can get that 1 damage in on the sniper, and that's pretty good. Save the monk, that's pretty good. 3 damage on the way out. Maybe the best this guy can do. That gets the monk killed. How good is that? Better than getting the artificer killed? No, that gets nobody killed. Bad. Okay. Only the monk under. Okay, 10 damage and die. No. I think that's a good outcome. Do he can do magic. The monk needs to save himself, not somebody else. What's the damage amount? Gonna need 4. Yeah. Uh, Amount of damage. So this is a big block and a small block is 6. It's hard. The big blocks, small block thing is hard to read, right? In my opinion. I think 6 damage in because that actually gets us very close is not terrible. Oh, great. Pocket mirror. Copy the left side onto the rightmost side. Thing. 7-second chance. Place the rightmost side with. I think that's pretty cool. We want to. Who do we want to be able to use their dice again? Not phenomenal, but it's something. Oh no, I guess he can make a hero use their dice again. That's perfect. I think that's pretty neat. And the monk didn't die, so everyone has full hit points. But boy, do these guys do a lot of damage. Take a look. Here they show feet, so they receive money on OnlyFans. Just kidding. Little stomp. 1 damage to all enemies, or 2 damage cleave to. These are AoE guys. When you. Jeez. So killing these guys just amps shit up. +1 to all sides in this fight. It's kind of tough. Demon has. So hitting this square does 6 damage. Really annoying. Summons imps, 2 damage. And just a big 1 hit. Yeah, that is going to be. I don't think I've seen these guys before, and that's actually going to be kind of crazy. That's a good outcome. That's a good one. The vampire is being hit by everything, so that's pretty good. We don't really need a ranged hit, so. Pain growth 1. So, sure. And we're actually kind of doing work here. Check this out. There's 1 plus. That's a start. Um, there's no way to game that up too hard. Okay, ogre's down. Just something. We have all of this. Got to be a better order to. like a slightly better order. Yes. Counter punishment on the vampire is pretty hard, but she's beefy and ready to heal herself. That's what's exciting about the vampire. I think we can hope for something better than Anna for her. But oh, check that out. That's pretty good. Nobody's under threat of dying. Is anyone being attacked by it? No. Repel's not very good this turn. What are you? That's actually pretty good. 4 damage plus blood loss. Oh, that kills that guy. Okay, we're more than kills that guy now. We're making slight money moves. Okay, we have some double. Well, actually, now no one is taking any damage. I don't think. So like, do we save up and infuse? No. Stuff doesn't matter now, but I think we set ourselves up to. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was summoning an imp. I think he's going to summon an imp again. That's it's kind of offensive. That kills the imp. That's good for the vampire. Right? Yeah, I think this is all good. 3 damage plus 1 blood loss. That kills the imp. Who do we? This guy's gonna deal 6 damage to somebody. The vampire. That's fine. So, what do we want you to roll? Really nothing. I think we just want to keep. Don't kill my juggler. Can't undo that reroll. I should have thought about that, folks. Well, that's dead. Kills the vampire. I mean, should have thought about that. Little unexpected consequence, but back with half hit points. The stalwart or the shaman? I've never seen either of these, so let's check them out. Chats. Okay, this takes our monk and makes. I like this. This is like an ultra shield man plus a cleanser. That's a good. So we lose the whole like redirecting damage, but honestly, that didn't go as well as I thought it would. This allows you cleaving with shields. You can shield big parts of your team. Double use twice in one turn. Cleanse, that'll knock off poison or something. I am probably doing that, but let's look at Shaman. I just love this vampire so much, and I'm going to be so sad if it forces us to upgrade her. Okay, that's cool. I like this. It's a big hit, and it goes even bigger. I like that too. Heal 2. I mean, these are actually both pretty cool. I'm going to go Stalwart. I really like the Vampire. The Shaman looks cool too, don't get me wrong. Don't really have a good use for that. So, oh well. I haven't fought the Troll King yet. Lots of people already slated to die. Let's learn about these. 2 damage to all enemies, or 7 damage, so right now it's 2 damage to all, which is pretty punishing. And a 5 damage cleave to 3 people. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough, and it's kind of hard to say. Oh, tough. You have to these HP must be removed individually. What this means, just quick, what it means, clarification. This is 5 hits. You have to, or sorry, yeah, 5 hits. I have to hit 5 times. So, you still have. No, we don't have the multi-hitter. Actually, this no, that's still not very good. This is just a really tough enemy for us to deal with, honestly. But we're gonna want to do it fast. Um, this is bad too. Both these dudes are bad dudes. Um, we can save. This saves. No, we can get a better shield than that. That's not bad. Everything else we can do better. Start. I think we need the stalwart for defense. Um, it's a lot of damage to take. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. I don't think we're gonna get through it that fast. It's actually not terrible. See if we get a better shield. Undo that. And then that saves everybody. Best we can do, kind of there. Does everyone even need a hit point? No, not really. Do we want to do two? I mean, this is a really good use of that. That's for sure. I could do this and actually do some no, it's better to do that so we can at least easily get rid of this guy next turn. Because we can't be dealing with both these guys. And we may even get a cantrip hit that kind of does it. That's gonna like kill him. Um, none of this is great. It's like a sacrifice mission for the barbarian. I think it is. Kind of hurts, but oh, except now it's not. Oh, it's bloodlust. That's fine. That's the number of damage. To want one more point of damage out of that. Is he immune to poison? No, he is poison now. Oh, he's got 2 regen and 2 poison. That's cool. So yeah. Okay, everyone's living. And our poison has canceled out his regen. Five damage. And we need to do 8. What are you? 6? That kills the barbarian. That lets us kill and get out of here with 1 death. Let's see. Let's game it out. That one, two, three. He's still gonna kill himself. Yeah. Gotta. Oh, he's still alive. Great. I meant to do that. Galaxy Brain Gamer, big brain stuff. You guys know the drill. Cool. Mirror Mask. Replace all sides with the hero above's base sides. Double up your hero. I like my hero diversity. Okay, that is good. Replace blank sides with 3 mana. Except I thought I had more blank sides. That's cool, actually. Yeah, I think this is good. Gotta change up the Sonic vibe. Change up the Sonic vibe. What we got here? Cool. Yeah, good. Oop. Let me start at my more favorite part of this playlist. Cool. Okay, zombies. I want to do 4 damage to these. Fanatics take themselves out and we just survive them. This will kill a zombie, so we'll take it. This. And that's all that's attacking him. Cool. Oh no, the Fanatic is too. That's pretty good for now. Everything else we reroll. Might take out a Fanatic with magic here. Reroll otherwise, yeah. Okay, 4 damage at once. That keeps that alive. And actually, that'll kill itself. It's a good start. Contained damage. We could use the cleanse on her. Although it's the old juggler. That, right, is 3+1 damage bloodlust, kills this zombie. So we've conveniently twice found the four damage in one hit we need. Let's game this out. Great. Then I think this is great actually. Because check this out. What? I need more bloodlust. Done. Minor adjustment needed. What are you doing? It actually seems maybe more pertinent here. Yeah. I think that's actually better. You can stand it. See. Okay, his one regen is canceled and we're gaining one on poison. Then I think we could stand to generate some mana and do a cleanse on the vampire, maybe? Because that poison is just annoying. Only two, that's fine. Ugh, I really want to gain some mana. Although this is pretty good. We can really patch up the barbarian. He just can't afford to do that. That's something. Okay, got this. I mean, we got this. Just have something to do. Yeah, we're getting close. Um, I don't know what that means, but cool. Being new to a game. Some things, folks, I don't know what's going on with it. Um, okay, let's take a look. Juggler and Vampire are our last two non-tier 3 things. Assassin is very ranged oriented, poison oriented, looks pretty cool. What's Fate? Mana, heal in a shield, dodge, strand, spell rescue. I love the Juggler and I love the Vampire, but Juggler goes first. Doesn't do anything. That just gets him another thing. I think that's better, probably. I think that is superior. And then growth doesn't really help there. Or repel, rather. And that's growth. Anything. Well, oh, that adds repel. That's cool. Too. That's actually very cool. Let's go with that. This is honestly like what the least under threat, I guess is how I'd put it. I've been in a minute here. This will be big because we can kill the snipers with a bow if we do the daggers. So there's like, actually, that's not even great. It's better. Um, I think poison through the hellfire is, if that's gonna work like I think it's gonna work. Oh my god, wait, that's so good. I didn't know repel would work like that. We just backlined the snipers by just blocking them. That is huge. And the poison worked like I hoped. Okay, so if you can, there's unfortunately no way to do it to this guy. But this kills an imp. Are these backline? No, they're not backline. I think that's actually pretty good for the vampire. Pretty good. The death. Yeah, we're not doing the death one. That'll kill the imp. Um, kills that imp. Okay, good thing I checked on that. Because now we're good to go, mostly. I mean, that guy still produces imps, which is kind of annoying. We want to damage this and then hit that. Wait, we can just finish this, right? Probably. There we go. 19, level 19. Vampire sticking late. Add cantrip to the two right sides. Add ranged and chain to all sides. Okay, we gotta get triple shuriken. Who has the most keywords? Okay. No, it's things that other people have. No, if no, barbarian does more attacks, right? So yeah, I think that's cool. Um, a quick 30 for hydration. All right, this is gonna be tough. Okay, pure poison. See what this does. Okay, this can do a cleave, weaken to a bunch of things. That's pretty terrible. Poison, cleave. Okay. On hit, turn the attacking side to stone. Does that mean we can't overkill? Okay, here's the big thing. If you can damage this 5 times in a turn, it dies. So I think we need to be on the lookout for that. So a lot here is pretty good too. 3 mana day for us. Probably not as much as a that. Yep. See if we can get a non-pain one. We cannot get a non-pain one. Ranged pain change. I think we do that. Okay. Got rid of the Hydra. Is let's call it something. Generating 1 mana would be good. So we can cleanse somebody. So we will definitely do that. That's really good. I think that'll be good. Bloodlust. That's actually good too. Yeah, let's see. So that's good. That actually all seems like pretty good. Okay, now it's just like doing poison stuff. That's a good repellent too. Damage is damage. We don't need that because it's single target. It's more. Oh, and it cleanses. That's perfect. Just gonna poison. Nothing else. The heal. It's okay. Done. Final battle. Final battle. Dragon Claw guy. It's got to be the vampire. They're making us, but we have two interesting choices here I've never seen. I mean, the surgeon just seems to be like heal and shield, heal, heal and shield, operate. Okay, but doctor, PD, it's plague doctor. It's plague doctor. Region damage to all heroes and monster. Poison everyone. Liquor. Heal 20, cleanse. Let's do surgeon. SRGN, that's 4. SSN is 5. BRBRN is 5. I think that's good. And then can go anywhere. Yeah. Oh, wait. I think that's actually good for this fight. We can kill the archer if we hit that. Okay, the final battle of this game, you guys. Well, this just kills the archer. So that's kind of a donezo. That heal and mana gain. I need to. What all can? That's as good as this gets. Actually, I actually have kind of an idea here. That's fine. And that gets us down too. So we still have this dragon to deal with, which is a big deal. But we did. We also have. What does this do? 5. I don't really need that. So getting that poison on early, also good. Is that the self heal? Yeah, it is. Let's just game it out. It is. Are we gonna lose the artificer no matter what? Yeah, we are. Well, do it. I mean, by it, I mean the best we can, kind of. I feel like the artificer is mostly done what they need to do. That's too bad. Wait, did that do it? Nope. Off by 1. Lost by 1 hit point. Ah, well. Um, yeah. Honestly, I didn't love that surgeon. If there was a way to keep the vampire, I think I would have won. Actually, let's see. Um, 73 kills, 428 damage taken, 126 blocked, 152 healed, 33 spells. New mode unlocked. Custom party. Choose a starting party. Duplicate level up